I think one of the fundamental issues in Finnish education system is that it has such a broad support throughout the society. It has a political support, which is of course is extremely important for the financial perspectives, but it also has support of the teachers, and it has the support of the parents, and of course also including the students. And this is something that I think actually came to Finnish society already 1960s and 70s, because I have to say that for the successful education system, you can't make the changes in 2, 3, 4, even 5 years' time. Usually the politician thinks about election term, which is 4 or 5 years. But I think the foundation for our education success was built already in 1960s and 70s, when we decided to start creating a system which would be as equal as possible, which would be regionally as covering as possible, and which included upgrading the teacher education system, that basically all the teachers in Finland has a higher university degree, and also all the teachers can be also researchers at the same time. So all this together built the foundations, and now in actually recent years we've been focusing more and more to the higher education system, especially trying to bring the competitiveness in the Finnish society and for our success in the global competition, because the demands and challenges for the education system has become even greater and greater. The PISA studies have shown that we have been successful what we have been doing, but it also tells that the competition is getting even harder. Now we expand in the countries who participate in the PISA studies. We have been best one in the Western Europe, but now we, for example, competing already with Korea and Shanghai. And in the latest PISA studies, actually, the Korea and Shanghai skyrocketed in the top 3 together with us. So it tells us that whatever we do, we can't stand still. We always have to be able to improve the education system that we do. And I think the one, if I put just 2, 3 things as the top of them. One thing what we have is the belief in the education system and its meaning for the whole society. So we have a Finnish education system, and the principle of invest in education and research has a consensus in all political parties. I think it's remarkable to notice that in 1990s, when Finland had one of the worst recession in the world, and we were forced to cut everything from the pensions, from the social security, we still invested in education. We put even more money in education in a time when we were in the brinks of the collapse of the whole society. So it tells about the political support. Another thing is that we have extremely well-educated, trained and motivated teachers. And I think this is something that usually lacked in some of the countries. The commitment of the teachers and teacher education and training is something which when we have found extremely important. We can recruit, we can find, and we can educate motivated people to be teachers who have also, I would say, reasonably good salary in their work, and they are respected in the society. The teachers actually are very important parts of the local community also as such. And because of the teacher training system is a higher university degree, the teachers at the same time are also researchers and developers of their own profession and studies in there. And the third element, which I think is even more important today, there's social equality in Finnish education and schools. We don't have an extremely high receiving schools, but we don't have a so-called bad, low-achieving schools either. The overall quality of the Finnish schools is very good, and that, like the overall quality, brings us high on all the research and analysis, because in the same classroom you have the plumber's daughter and son, and you have the doctor's daughter and son, and this social equality is, I think, extremely important in the future, that everybody has equal chances to succeed in Finnish education system, and everybody have a fair standing for the future life, what they have in there. So I would put the financing aspect, the political support, the teacher's role, and also the social equality, what we have in there as a 3 top issues why the Finnish education system has been so successful.